if you like something, you want to give it your all because you enjoy doing it. Not because it's gonna make money. I've seen it in a lot of people, you know, they like try and get bigger and bigger and bigger, and they get bigger, but you can tell that in a sense they're miserable. When you make it like so it's such a priority to make money, it loses what you liked about it. You know, I mean, then it gets real. Who knows if I'm gonna be doing this for the rest of my life or not, I don't know. As long as I can live and do the things that I want to do, I think that's the most important. I actually got into it in high school. I don't know what class it was. It was some weird art class. It wasn't a normal one. And my art teacher, Mrs. Vandenboom, like showed us how to do all this stuff. And I was playing in bands at the time, and I was like, that's the first thing I'm gonna do is a shirt for our band. Then we won't have to pay for it. So this was like this is the first design that I ever printed at school. I drew this. This was a later shirt that we did, and this is what it actually looks like. I think that was junior year, and then senior year, during my study halls, she would let me come back in there, and I'd keep using their equipment to print shirts. For me, it was cool, like, because I did like art and I was able to draw the actual design, so I was into it on that aspect. But I mean, the fact that we could make money from it for our band was like, that's why it was way more interesting. Some of us were actual musicians, and myself and a couple of others weren't at all, and we just picked up music just because we liked it. Basically, it was just do it yourself. You know, we recorded our own demo tapes. I mean, we had someone record it, but I mean, we took physical tapes and put them in tape decks to duplicate them. Anything you could do free, or like, you know, essentially anything that you didn't have to spend a lot of money to do, that's what we would do. That was the thing. It didn't have to be good, it didn't have to be quality, but you did it yourself and you made it your own. That was the beauty of it. You wanted to get bigger around the city, and then from other contacts, meet people like in other bands in Milwaukee, and then they have contacts in different cities. And then you're like, all right, let's go on tour, let's get in a van, let's do it. And then actually going to Moline, Illinois, going to Little Rock, not knowing any of these people, maybe playing to 10 people, but for the first time you got out of Milwaukee. It was the best thing ever. We were just punk-ass little kids, 18 years old, some of us 16, 17, and getting to see the country and not caring, you know, I mean. That's what we did for a long time. Maybe you get 20 bucks, maybe you get 50. If you were doing well, you're getting 50 bucks, and you're like, man, we can actually make it to the next show without losing all of the money we saved up. So you buy that t-shirt for $2. You don't have to spend the $5 or $6, whatever the big shops are costing you. You just pay for the shirt. You learn how to do this, and then you charge $7, $8, $6, $7, $8 for a shirt. And that's how you fund yourself. That's the goal. It was cool to be able to do it at school. The only thing that really had to bring was the shirts. So I mean, to be able to save that kind of money and then sell them for $5 or $6 and still make a little something, that was great. Like the inks we were using and the shirts we were making, they didn't look great, but that didn't matter. It was the fact that we had a shirt to give to somebody and someone actually spent their hard-earned money to buy it. I mean, the shirts, you know, those t-shirts, hoodies, that's how we identified ourselves, you know. That was as big a part of the culture, I'd say, as the music, you know. It was like you see a kid in any kind of hardcore t-shirt and you're like, oh, look at these kids. I probably like these kids. Let's go introduce ourselves, you know. That's what we had and still do. And I think when I was 19, I got my first job doing this for a guy. He was a smaller shop at the time, and he was basically doing it the way I'm doing it in an actual shop, but it was pretty bare bones. And that was the beauty about it, is it wasn't a huge shop. It's pretty cool how that goes, you know. I mean, you can start from the ground up and really build it with this, and it doesn't really matter what kind of equipment you have as long as the final product looks good. The manual aspect of screen printing is laid back, you know. Once you get to the automatics, then it's like any other manufacturing job, pumping out numbers. This is more, it's truer, it's slower, but it's the purest form of it. I think it'd be awesome to take on more business. Yeah, that would be great. But I mean, I also want to make it so that I can do the things that I want to do and that I'm not like freaking out at every turn, you know? If I had to use automatic presses and start up the shop like that, I don't know if that would be for me. Obviously, you can make a lot more money and you can do a lot more product, but for me, it's more the simplicity of this and the fact that pretty much anyone with a little know-how can do it. I mean, I think that's the most appealing thing of this whole business. And the fact that it's so laid back and relaxed. Not having the stress is huge, and that's part of it. I think that, like, being able to work down here, listen to the music I want to listen to, being able to do the things that I want to do, being able to enjoy the simple things in life. I think that's why it's pretty awesome. If you can enjoy your life making money instead of being miserable and making a lot of money, I mean, more power to you, right? Who wants to hate life? Not me.